Hello, my name is Brian Wang, and I am the co owner, director, and wealth coach here at Caliber Wealth Management. Today, I'm going to be talking about the topic of how to invest your money in Canada to build your wealth tremendously, as well as investment loan programs that the banks are offering right now to clients who have good credit and strong income to be able to leverage and grow their wealth using other people's money, or we call it other financial institutions' money, to make more money. My background is over 20 years of helping clients deal with wealth management on the insurance and investment side. Caliber Wealth is powered by Financial Horizons, which is one of the biggest MGAs in the financial space, helping with clients do insurance and investment planning. Our sister company is Caliber Mortgage and Caliber Commercial Solutions. And as a whole, we're trying to help our clients have access to all the top financial tools and solutions available in the market so that you have a total financial planning approach to your finances. But today I'm going to specifically focus on investments and investment loans. So let's begin. I'm going to share my screen. So it all starts with the rule of 72. The rule of 72, depending on what return you're getting on your investment, that'll tell you how long it's going to take for your money to double one time. So just as an example, a lot of clients, when they first start their investing for their financial future, one of the first products and services they're introduced to is high interest savings accounts, or GIC, guaranteed investment certificates, term deposits. And I would say on average for a 10-year time span, many clients are getting anywhere from 3 to 4% interest offering for their money. And if we follow the rule of 72, 72 divided by 3 is equal to 24. So that means that in this example, if we had invested $10,000 lump sum, it would take 24 years for the client's money to double once. So you can see here that when clients see that it's taking 24 years, they don't have too many 24-year cycles in their lifetime. Also, clients will do more research and realize that the cost of living, inflation, is often significantly more than the 3%. Although as of now, Bank of Canada is saying they're hitting the target inflation of under 3%. But when we really look at every expense in our daily life, food, entertainment, bills, utilities, everything is going up at a rate higher than 3%. And so what happens is clients feel that inflation is here and guaranteed investments or high interest savings account is lower. And when clients realize this, they kind of feel like they're guaranteed to lose money. And that's just not going to cut it to build their financial future and wealth. So very often clients will then go to the bank, sit down with an investment advisor at the bank or an investment company, and try to gain knowledge from them and take advantage of the services and get invested into the market. Now, there's many different kind of investments. Some clients do investing into the stock market. Some clients buy real estate. There's many things and opportunities to do. Once the clients realize that investing in high interest savings or GIC is not going to be cutting it, realize they have to take on risk and invest into the market. So very often clients will work with an advisor, and the advisor will recommend the client to buy mutual funds or segregated funds. So mutual fund is just a portfolio manager and their team buying multiple companies in the market. Usually one mutual fund will have anywhere from 50 up to 150 different companies to invest into. And this could be in different markets: Canada, US, Europe, Asia, the world, and different sectors and different risk tolerances. So the average return we're noticing for a lot of clients, 9 times out of 10, they are averaging around 6%. So if we follow rule of 72, 72 divided by 6 equals 12. So every 12 years, the money will double if you're getting a 6% return. But if we can get a 12% return, that means that we can double the money every 6 years. So you can see that in the same period of 24 years, the money will grow to 160,000 as opposed to 40,000 or 20,000. And if we give it another 24 years, the money, because of the compounding effect, the power of compounding, it'll grow to $2.5 million as opposed to 160,000 or 40,000 in the 3 or 6%. So every time I show this to clients, they feel that, wow, 12% is very powerful. It would be very nice to double the money every 6 years. But their concern is, does 12% really exist? Is it high risk, high return? What's the true situation? So when we look at the market is always going up and down, and nobody can predict if it's guaranteed to go up or it's guaranteed to go down. But what we do know is in the long run of things, on a market cycle of anywhere from 5 to 7 years of time, if you were to choose most popular markets like the Canadian market, the US, in the long run, you can see that from point A to point B, there is going to be a positive return. But we cannot time the market. No one can guarantee in the near future if it's going to go up or down. So what happens is the first team of clients investing into the first team of portfolio managers, the first team, when the market is going up, they go up less. And when the market goes down, they go down more. So if my client is invested in this kind of portfolio manager team, they actually get very upset and frustrated. In fact, many clients didn't know how they are doing. They only see the actual returns, but they don't know what's happening in comparison to the market. They just trusting the advisor that's doing the portfolio for them to kind of take care of things. But here at Caliber Wealth, we don't do it that way. We want our clients to be empowered by knowledge, and so that nobody can take advantage of them. But of course, we want to be there to be at service to them, to give them the right access to the best products and solutions in the market. So because a lot of clients are, underperforming, in fact, 95 to 98% of portfolio managers can't even beat the market average, which is called the index. And so you have the Canadian index, the US index, and many different indexes in the world. So this is why companies like Wealthsimple Trade, Questrade have become so popular, because they've been telling clients to invest into the index. And by doing that, the index is buying a piece of every single company on that stock exchange. And so when the whole market goes up, you go up. When the whole market's going down, you go down. So that is like a computer system just buying every single company. So there's not much management required, which is why these funds have what's called low MER, management expense ratios. So the pitch of Questrade and Wealthsimple Trade is, hey, because 95 to 98% of guys out there, portfolio teams, can't beat the index average, stop paying them the expensive MERs and just go into the index and get better returns. So here at Caliber Wealth, we also offer index funds to our clients. However, we're not only doing portfolio managers that are underperforming the market. We have access to portfolio managers that when the market goes up, we go up more. And when the market comes down, they're swinging down less, or they're still making gains because of their wisdom and their strategy that they've implemented for their fund. And the most famous portfolio manager that the public kind of knows is Mr. Warren Buffett himself. Historically, he's beaten the market for his entire adult life. On average, he's been doing phenomenal returns for his shareholders. The only issue with investing with Warren Buffett is that, to buy one share of his stock, I believe the last time I checked, it was around 600,000 to 700,000 USD for one share of Berkshire. So, a lot of clients feel that the rich are getting richer, and the people that want to get wealthy and want to get good returns, they start to fall behind. So, how does Caliber Wealth help our clients is because we are powered by Financial Horizons, which is connected to the top insurance companies and financial companies in Canada. Financial Horizons and the insurance companies have hundreds of thousands of clients, and they're able to pool their clients' money into the billions of dollars and bring those monies to these portfolio managers and say, hey, because we have a good fund amount of fund pooling, we want you to be our portfolio manager and manage all these funds. So that partnership has been created. We have a minimum requirement as well. Instead of having hundreds of thousands of dollars to access these level of portfolio management, our minimum requirement is $500 lump sum and $25 per month, and we can open an account to help the client do investing. So this applies for RRSP, retirement savings, education savings plan for kids, tax-free savings account, TFSA, first home savings account, non-registered investment accounts, lock-in retirement accounts, any kind of investment account. We can service and help our clients access the top portfolio managers. So, moving forward, you don't have to just do average index. You can have access to the best of the best in the world. And it's my job and our team here at Caliber Wealth to kind of get to know you as the client, your financial goals, your risk tolerance, your investment horizon, and design the portfolio and create the right partnerships with the right portfolio managers to make your financial plan. So a lot of times when I show this to clients feel this is very powerful information, but they say, Brian, theory sounds great, but show me some black and white that you can actually do what you say you're going to do. And so here's an example. This website is called morningstar.ca. It's a third-party website. When you go onto this website, you can search the name of your investment or your stock, your fund, and it'll show you the statistical data that's audited by the government and reported. And so this data is always updating. But here I wanted to show a client that was, investing with CIBC because they bank with CIBC. They trusted CIBC. And that advisor had put a portion of their portfolio in the CIBC team that is investing into the US. So this fund is buying US companies. And what we can see here is they have around $3.3 billion of the client's money at CIBC invested into this. But what I wanted to show you here was you can see investment is how CIBC is doing. So in 2025, they made 5.14%, but the category average against the other portfolio managers in the group, they made 9.32%. And you can see the index, which is that market average I was talking about. The market average was actually 11.84. So you can look, 2024, 2023, 2022, year after year, you can see that there is an underperformance taking place. And how we can really have a better understanding of the investment and how it's been doing is we want to zoom out and look at the 3-year, 5-year, 10-year average. So you can see here on the 5-year average, CIBC has been making 10% per year, but the market in the last 5 years has been making 15%. And, on the 10-year mark, CIBC has been doing 11% for their clients per year on this US fund. And the market was doing actually 14%. So here's an example that, getting 12% exists. It's this fund here at CIBC almost hit that 12% mark. But you can see that black and white, it's been underperforming as an example. And so here's a team that we love to use and partner with at Caliber Wealth. It's called Industrial Alliance US NASDAQ Index. So what they're doing is they're investing into the top 100 companies in the US. So the client is getting access to NVIDIA, AI technology, Meta, Amazon, Walmart, any of the top 100 companies that are not financial related. The client's money is invested into those top strong 100 companies. And so we can see here on the trailing, if you look, the 10-year average for this fund was 16% per year for the last 10 years, compounding almost 2% over the market index. And so just going to, show you the investment calculator, if you put $10,000 at, for the next 30 years and you're getting, let's say, a 12% return, you'll end up with 299,000, just under 300,000. But, if you can get a little bit more, and instead of doing 12%, we got something like, the 16% that I just showed you, then that's an extra, $560,000 of wealth. So although the percentages are not too much, but those margins can make a huge impact on your portfolio. So here at Caliber Wealth, we would love to meet with you, get to learn about you, understand your financial goals, and investigate where you are now. If you're doing already Warren Buffett style, excellent portfolio managers, and you're doing great, don't touch it. Keep it going. But if you find out that you're not performing how you should be performing, then moving forward, no one can take advantage of you and your portfolio again. You will always have access to the best. And, a lot of times clients, when they hear this, they say, Brian, what's the catch? How can you help, clients with only 500 lump sum or $25 per month? Not everybody is like that. And what we do appreciate is that if our clients are happy with our service, by all means, please let the people you love and care about, your friends and family, know about Caliber Wealth so that we can get more volume to offset our efforts and make it fair for our office to help everybody. And that's kind of all we ask. So if that makes sense, book a time, connect with one of our advisors, and we'll be more than happy to help you review your portfolio. So that covers, what we do and how we do investments potentially at Caliber Wealth. The next topic I want to talk to you about is, now that we have set the foundation and moving forward, getting double-digit returns on your portfolio is completely realistic and possible, then we can start looking at amazing programs and features that a lot of clients are not even aware of. So that I wanted to talk to you about is the investment loans. So what's happening right now is, in the market, we have banks that will lend the client money to do investment loans. So for the investment loan, clients can borrow money at prime plus 0.75% interest only payments. And this loan is a 100% leveraged loan, which means you don't need to do any down payment or pledge for this loan. I have two lenders right now in the market that are offering $100,000 loan, as long as the client has a credit score of 720 plus. We can get approval for this program. And the interest only payment is 5.2%, which is $5,200 a year interest only payment for the investment loan, which works out to $433 per month. Now, who is the ideal client to consider doing the investment loan? It's for you, the client that is already having a budget every month, saving and investing towards your RSP, your TFSA, your RESP for your kids, investing into your non-registered account. If you have a budget per month that you're allocating similar to the investment loan budget, we can design something for you to optimize. Now, whenever I talk considering to get a loan, it does sound scary and triggering for clients, because clients have always been taught that having debt is a bad thing. But it's all about having the right kind of debt and using it as a tool to build your wealth. So let me give you guys an example. So I have a client, John and Mary. On a combined basis, they are investing $1,000 per month to do their investments in RSP, their TFSA, and their RESP for their children. And so what I told this client to do was consider, we're going to stop doing the $1,000 per month, And now we're going to allocate that $1,000 per month to sustain the interest payments on an investment loan. Now, if we do that, that $1,000 per month is equivalent to $12,000 per year. And we know that if they now put that $12,000 a year with a good portfolio manager, and we design a good portfolio, and they average, let's say, 12% per year, they're going to make 1440 interest growth for the year. So at the end of year one, they will have $13,440 in their account, right? So when we do the investment loan, based upon the mathematical calculation, the client can actually borrow roughly $230,000 loan from the bank, and the interest payments on this loan is the same as $12,000 per year or $1,000 per month. Now, one amazing benefit about investing in Canada is when you borrow money to do investments in Canada, the interest on this loan is income tax deduction. So many of our clients are working hard, making paycheck and paying income tax. They will see a 30 to 40% tax refund at the end of the year once they've paid that loan interest. So, but we'll put that benefit aside for now. If we were to invest $230,000 at 12%, our growth for the year will be $27,600 roughly. So at the end of the year, when we do this strategy, the client will have 27,600 profits in their investment account. In the old way, they would have had 13,440. So we are helping this client make roughly an extra $14,000 in growth. Now, when we run the math, a lot of clients, when they see this, they think that, oh, I'm doubling my money, but you're not doubling the money because you used to make $1,440 per year. So for you to get $14,000 of growth, you need to do that for almost 10 years of time to get 14,000. So here at Caliber Wealth, we show our clients to think like a wealthy person. Wealthy people love to use their credit, income, and leverage and use other people's money or other financial institution money at a very good rate to make more money on their wealth through investments, through their business, through real estate. So that's what we want to teach you, the client that has that monthly budget, that instead of saving that snowball, a small snowball, $1,000, $1,000, $1,000 a month, 12,000 a year, and only getting 1440 of growth, we're going to give you a big snowball of 230,000 and let that roll one time and get that 27,600 of growth. So can you imagine if you did 10 years of growth into 1 year, and then you did this for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, how much more wealth would you accumulate? How much faster would you achieve your financial goals and achieve financial freedom? So if this sounds interesting to you, I would love to connect you with myself and or my team, and we can discuss more in deep how this program can be a full benefit to you and how to design the right structure and portfolio for this. I just wanted to put a disclaimer out there. This is not official financial advice. This is just strictly for information sharing. Please, please, please make sure to speak with a financial advisor to make sure that these strategies and these risks make sense for your financial situation. But we would love the opportunity to earn your trust in your business and discuss these financial tools with you. So I look forward to connecting with you. If you felt like this was powerful and you have someone you love and care about that thinks should benefit from this information, feel free to share, like, and or subscribe to our channel or follow our Instagram. Our Instagram is at Wealth Knowledge CA. Same with our YouTube channel. And you can also follow us on Facebook and search Caliber Wealth. And we're glad to connect with you in some way, shape, or form. Look forward to seeing you. Until then, you take care and hope you build your wealth as soon as possible. All the best.